He and I share the same mother. I wonder how he feels about that. Yuito, are you free right now?
Yeah, what's up?
It's just... well, I thought we could talk about our mother. I'm sure we both have some things we want to say.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that too, actually. Oh, why don't we head down to Mizuhagawa?
Why there?
I just thought a little picnic might help change the mood. I can make some food for us. What do you think?
A picnic in the middle of others? Well, I guess it'll warm us up for battle.
Yeah, it'll be field training. Let's head out in about an hour.
All right.
Looks like we took care of most of the others around here. Let's take a break. Here's your lunch.
Oh. This is pretty elaborate. You might even be better at this than Naomi. No, that's too much of a compliment.
I was going to make something simpler, but I got carried away. Is it too much?
It's fine. It tastes fine too.
Thanks. So, let's talk while we eat. I was surprised that you called my mom Mother.
You're the one that called my mother Mom.
That's the same... No, wait. I guess she raised you first.
Mother raised me when she was in Togetsu. Then she had you and your brother in Suo.
That means you're like my big sister then.
Wait a minute. Why am I your big sister?
You were raised first, so that means you're older than me.
Oh, I guess you're right. I hadn't thought about it that much.
Well, we really don't pay attention to actual age in the OSF.
I don't have memories from when Mother went away until I was adopted by the Randalls.
That's when my brother and I were born, so it must have been about 10 years. Were you in cryogenic sleep or something?
That's most likely the case. All I remember is losing my mother, and how painful it was.
Oh, right. But I was born because she left Togetsu, so that's a good thing for me, at least.
Right.
Oh, sorry. That was a little insensitive.
No. It's true that if Mother had stayed in Togetsu, you wouldn't have been born.
So, I guess I should call you Big Sister now?
Stop it. The only big sister I know is Naomi. It doesn't suit me.
Okay, I won't say it anymore.
That laugh. Is he trying to make me feel better? If he is, then maybe I was too hard on him.
Whew, that was quite the feast. Not too bad if I do say so myself.
Yes, it was good, thanks. How do you feel about seeing Mother?
It was necessary in order to save the world. But in truth, I was really happy to see her.
Me too. The moment I saw her face, it was like I was a child again. It was really strange.
Neither of us had seen her since we were young. There's just so much I want to tell her about.
So do I. I wonder if we'll have the time, though.
That's hard to say. Did you ask her how long she can stay in this time?
No, I haven't had the chance. I hope she'll stay forever.
Yeah. But as much as I want her to, I know in my heart that she won't be with us that long.
You're right. But we can't just spend all of our time being sad about it.
Yeah. Sorry for being a downer.
I wasn't accusing you of anything. I just don't want to think that not seeing her is the end of the relationship. Even if we can't be together, it doesn't mean we'll forget the people who loved us.
I was just a kid, but I remember being so happy when I was with my mom.
As long as we have those memories, no matter how much time passes, we're all still connected. Isn't that right, Naomi?
I like that way of thinking. Even without the red strings, our hearts are connected over time.
Yes. Though it sounds rather trite when you put it into words.
Really? I don't think it does. I will say the ability to time travel has really messed with us. But I am very thankful that it allowed me to see my mom again.
Yes. I have more good memories now.
Promise not to laugh, but when I actually saw her again and heard her voice, I felt a lump in my throat and almost started to cry.
Why would I laugh at you for that? I felt the same way.
I guess we've gotten a little too comfortable here.
This is perfect. Let's get a workout in before we head back.
Okay. Let's take care of this together.
Stay on guard. It might not be just them. Connect with SAS and don't forget your surroundings. This is starting to get a little awkward. Is it because he called me his big sister?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll be careful.
Okay, let's go then.
I have a long way to go. It's painfully obvious when I fight alongside you.
I don't think we're that different.
That actually might be true, but there's a whole lot I need to learn. You helped me see some parts of myself I couldn't see on my own. In any case, you really motivate me to get better.
My impression of you changed a bit. Maybe I understand you better.
I don't know what your idea of me was, but yes, I suppose we understand each other a little better than before.
I'm sorry I made you all worry.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, and we have to hurry back to the Kunad Gate. We're going back there again? Do you know what we can do about it, Mother? Yes. We must get rid of the entanglements in the Kunad Gate, or the world will eventually be destroyed.
Entanglements? What are they?
We should head to the Kunad Gate before I explain it further.
Okay. Then we'll go to the Kunad Highway. Everyone get ready. Mom, you can have a seat here.
Thank you. You got so big.
Huh? That was sudden.
You joined the OSF. How's Kaito? Are you getting along with your older brother?
He's good. We don't really get along anymore.
Oh. Can you tell me what's happening in your time, in the present? And that's basically it. The only other thing is the existence of the Kunad Gate. Thank you. Along with Babe's data, I think I understand a lot now. Are we almost ready to leave?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Let's go, Mother. Is something the matter? I'm just happy you turned into such a fine young lady. It's not my place to say that, though. I'm sorry I left you behind and ran away. It's okay. You don't need to apologize. They were trying to kill you, and I don't remember much about being in Togetsu anyway. And after I came to Suo, I had my big sister. Then I have to say thank you to your sister. I'm sure she'll be happy. You still call me Mother. even after everything.
Things are moving fast, but I'm hoping you can tell us how to deal with the Kunad Gate. You said something about entanglements?
Ultimately, Yuito and Kasane have to enter the Kunad Gate and unravel the entanglements. What I'm telling you here is just a concept. The traces interfering with time should look like tangled red threads. According to Togetsu's theory, whenever you jump through time, a dimensional hole like the Kunad Gate is created, but it should then disappear. The reason this hasn't disappeared is because Yuito and Kasane's powers resonated. The Kunad Gate is different from the theorized gates in that it's persisting in a distorted state. Using a distorted gate for a time jump creates entanglements. If you can unravel those entanglements, you can close the Kunad Gate.
Distorted? I don't really get it yet. But when you say enter the Kunad Gate, do you mean go into that hole in the sky?
That strange space. Is it inside the Kunad Gate? You saw it too, when the gate first opened.
Oh, that place with all the weird images?
That's right. That strange space that Kasane mentioned exists inside the Kunad Gate. It is a concept of space that only exists for those with the red string's power. Togetsu called it the Chronos Terminal.
Perhaps it's a kind of station or junction point for traveling through time.
So only Yuito and Kasane can perceive it. I guess that explains why we didn't notice it when we jumped to the future.
When there is time contact between 2020, when the gate was made, and another time, entanglements are created. Time contact? Is that any different from time travel? It's a broader definition of time travel. Even if you don't arrive at that time, even if you just attempt. Basically, if someone with the red string's power even touches that time, there is a trace. That is time contact. The only way to actually see which times have entanglements is for the two of you to go and check for yourselves.
So I guess the only thing we can do is leave it to Yuito and Kasane.
Even if we find the entanglements, we won't know how to unravel them until we see them.
The Chronos Terminal is conceptualized by your powers, so you'll know how to unravel them. Not with reason, but with intuition. Also, I'm weak, but I can use the red strings, so I'll support you from here. Okay, so we just need to use the red strings again and enter the Chronos Terminal.
I'm going with you this time.
You don't know what kind of dangers will be there. Make sure you're ready before you go.
If it gets dangerous, you both come right back.
Don't worry, we will. Just take care of my mother. Keep her safe.
It's all right. Don't worry. We will protect Wakana.
All right, we don't have much time. Let me know when you're ready.
I got the hang of using the red strings now. Yuito's here this time. I have to do this right.
Good to go, Kasane?
I'm ready. Focus your consciousness together. Picture the site of the Chronos Terminal. To the Chronos Terminal.
We will unravel those entanglements. It looks like we actually made it. Are each of those images connected to different times?
We can't just stand around. We have to search for the entanglements.
I guess it's nothing new when it's your third time. So, how do we find them? I don't feel anything yet.
It must be Mother.
Is she guiding us? Let's go! Others?
How are they inside the Chronos terminal?
Calm down. That place is built from your consciousness. It's an imaginary world. It is a very unstable place. Your fear and anxiety, all of your emotions affected. The memories of your past made others appear.
So basically, you're saying that these others were created by our mental immaturity.
That makes us sound pretty lame. But if we made them, we can take them down too.
I know the two of you can handle it, but be careful. Help me, Kagura. I'm off.
Show me what you got.
So if our
Check.
consciousness is made, is this other an illusion? It sure looks real.
As long as your brain thinks so, it's the same as if it was.
Useless. It's over.
We have to fight it.
Use it well.
I'll do it. Check. Please, Yuito. Lend it to me. There's nowhere to run. Let's keep going. Leave it to me. Support me. What? We can't give up. Lend me your power.
I'll support you.
I'm getting roasted.
It's over. Give it to me, Arashi.
Not yet!
We did it.
Hey, do you feel something?
Yeah, it's like my head is buzzing. It's weird.
This is the old OSF hospital on that day in 2009. It's an entanglement.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but I can feel it. This is definitely it. If we want to successfully unravel this, then I'm betting that we have to use the red strings, our power.
Yes, I feel it too. We should be able to make this work.
Another one!
Let's hold it off while we unravel the entanglement.
All right. I know we can do it.
It's up
Right,
to you.
Yuito?
Using the Shiden.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
Kasane.
Enemy is done.
Useless. I feel it. It should unravel. I feel it. This will make the Kunad Gate disappear.
Hey, Kasane. That day, I never got the chance to thank you properly. So, thank you for saving me.
What? That came out of nowhere.
You were the one that saved me 11 years ago at the hospital, right? I remember it perfectly now. I used to be a dud, and then all of a sudden I had powers. My power awakening? I think it was because you shared yours with me.
What? Powers aren't something you can just share.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying sounds silly, but if it were possible, it was thanks to meeting you that day that I'm still alive, and have reached my goal of getting into the OSF. That's what I think, so... thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
You look totally confused, but that's okay. I think it's unraveled now. Everyone is probably worried about us.
Mother's power. I can still feel it.
So, there's more than one
If so, it's simple. We just have to unravel all of them.
Right. Okay, let's go.
We did unravel that entanglement, right?
I think so. But something still feels off.
So you feel it too. Something's bothering me. There's another one.
Is that 50 years in the future? That should be gone. This is the other that attacked Yuito.
I'm off. Leave it to me. More power. Let's keep going. Use it now.
Show me what you got.
Got it! Check.
We'll do this.
We can do it.
I'm going to get burned if I don't do something.
There's nowhere to run.
Do it, Kasane.
I need your help.
That seems to be the spot.
I'll support you.
Give it to me, Arashi. For you, Kasane.
Time
stealth.
It should unravel. Us together. I'll try. This future should now no longer exist.
Have you ever thought about what you would do if you could travel to the past and change history?
You mean after we remove the Kunad Gate?
Yeah. The ability to travel through time freely. That's the true power of the red strings.
Right. If I could go back and save my sister, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought of it. I wanted to save Naomi. I just kept thinking there must be a way over and over again. Every now and then I'm reminded that I won't see her again, and it rattles me.
Sure.
If I could change history so Naomi wouldn't turn into another, if that was something I could actually do, I don't think I'd do it.
Why?
Because if you change the past, no one knows how it will affect everything after that. If we were in a different platoon, if we weren't scouted, if I was never adopted, is changing the past until I get the results I want really saving Naomi? And not just Naomi. It's not right to go back and change the lives of everyone in the world just for my own selfish desires.
Yeah, I guess it's not right to mess with everyone else just to fulfill your wants.
It's painful, and there's a lot of suffering we have to bear. But it's a burden we must carry.
Sorry, it was weird of me to bring up. That being said, I am glad I asked, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm relieved you agree.
Oh.
But this mindset is thanks to you. I've learned so much.
The same goes for me. I think my old self would have come to a different conclusion.
I mean, I don't think you would have even talked to me for this long, back when you first joined.
You know that's not... Okay, perhaps you're right about that.
This is Mom's... There's still an entanglement?
But all the time periods we traveled to. No, now's not the time to think about it. Can you keep going?
I'll be okay. I'm probably just a little tired from using my brain too much.
We should hurry.
You only traveled to those 2 times, right?
Yes, I think those are the only ones.
Isn't that...
The Sumeragi crest. That's it. This is the image I saw at the start.
Right. Yakumo Sumeragi's crest. It seems like a time entanglement appeared then. What? How?
Former Major General Karin.
So they're going to keep coming.
We need to unravel the entanglement.
Please, Yuito. Thanks, Yumi. It got me. Now's the time to use it. I can't waste time.
There's nothing you can do. Give up!
should unravel. Us together.
Okay, that should...
Yuito? This is bad. I don't think I can take much more either.
So... did we do it? That should be all of them, right?
Probably, but something doesn't feel right. Karin and Yakumo Sumeragi. What happened to them?
Damn it. I'm blacking...
Yuito! Kasane!
Mom?
Mother...
Where am I?
Oh good, you're awake. It seems like we made it back.
What's going on? The Kunad Gate... why hasn't it disappeared?
Well...
Good job, you two. It's all okay now.
What? But...
Mother, we unraveled the entanglements, so why? Leave the rest to me.
What?
Thank you for growing up so strong. You've made a lot of wonderful friends. Those connections are much more valuable than any red string. Treasure them for the rest of your life.
Mother?
Mom. You can't go back to the past.
If you go back, Toketsu will...
It has to be done. Forgive me. The longer I remain here, the more painful it will be.
No, hold on! There's still so much that I need to say!
Mother! Yuito. Kasane. Live on. Knowing you're happy is all that I could ask for.
So today is the day. I may give you my brain, but you can't have my memories of the future. Kaito. Yuito. Kasane.
body has been confirmed as the target, Wakana. Current theory for cause of death is cerebral overload due to a malfunction in the personality rehabilitation device. We believe an irreversible memory wipe was conducted. There is significant damage to the memory regions in her brain. Following protocol and retrieving her brain.
I see. There was an entanglement from when Mom time traveled.
Mother. She explained it to us earlier when the two of you were gone. The Kunad Gate wouldn't disappear as long as she was still present in this time.
We have a message she left for the two of you. Let me send it to you now. Wakana knew from the start that she was causing an entanglement.
She held back her feelings so she could part with you with no regrets. She's a great person.
Apparently, the entanglement will unravel when Wakana returns to the past and dies like she did in history.
I know she would have wanted to talk to the both of you some more, but she thought spending more time with you would only make things more painful.
Hey, don't be so down. I'm not saying that because I'm worried about you. I said that because it affects platoon morale.
Wakana wasn't from this time period, so her situation was different than yours.
I'm sorry. I know this hits the two of you harder than anyone else, and I'm here crying.
That uneasy feeling we got when we unraveled the entanglement 11 years ago was because Mom's entanglement still remained.
That's strange. Wakana has returned, so how come it didn't disappear? Have all the entanglements truly been unraveled?
All the entanglements we felt we unraveled. The ones 11 years ago, 50 years in the future, and the one during Yakumo Sumeragi's time period.
What? What does Yakumo Sumeragi's time period have to do with anything?
I think one formed when we witnessed Yakumo's assassination.
What are you talking about? Yakumo was severely injured in an accident, but he wasn't assassinated.
We don't really understand it either, but we saw Yakumo Sumeragi being killed by Karin.
What did you say?
We were busy dealing with the entanglement, but yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that that was former Major General Karin.
He copied Kasane's power. Yuito, if he also copied your power.
But he didn't copy my... He could have time traveled by resonating Kasane's power with mine.
So it hasn't disappeared because of the entanglement Karin created when he traveled back to Yakumo's time period?
But the two of you couldn't find an entanglement. How do you expect to unravel something you can't find? Karin can unravel his own entanglement.
Yes, exactly. The only thing we can do is take Karin to the Chronos terminal and have him unravel the entanglement himself.
Wataru, can you check Karin's location?
I figured you'd ask, so I've been working on it. But I've got nothing. I can't find him at all. It's like he's disappeared.
Supposing that he's traveled to Yakumo's time period, that would mean he's in the past. That's where you're going to find him.
Are you too sure the people you saw were really Karin and Yakumo?
We're sure. We could see their faces clearly. Actually, we only saw Karin's face.
But that was Yakumo. I mean, he had the same mask on as all the depictions of him.
Ah, yes, that's it, the mask. That explains everything.
Kagero, explain.
Whoa, Tsugumi, calm down. So, you know how Yakumo started wearing the mask because of the injuries he sustained? Rumor was, sometime after the accident, he suddenly stopped appearing in front of people and his whole personality just changed.
Whole personality changed. You're not suggesting...
The real Yakumo was assassinated by Karin from the future, and Karin took his place by putting on the mask?
It doesn't matter. Either way, we still need to travel back to 2,000 years ago to check.
Actually, no. We might not have to travel at all. You all saw my brother's video, right? Don't you remember what he said?
Yakumo Sumeragi is alive!
What are you...
He is asleep, deep beneath Suo. Even now, he is waiting for his revenge!
Right. Cold sleep. Just like Kagero.
If Yakumo is in cold sleep under Suo, then we can find out the truth by meeting him directly. If former Major General Karin replaced him, then he'll be the one down there in cold sleep. I'm not entirely certain as to why he did what he did. But we can talk to him and have him help us unravel the entanglement.
Do we know where he's sleeping, though? I mean, Arahabaki is the only area I can think of that's under Suo.
I mean, Sumeragi Tomb is the first place I thought of where Yakumo would be. Do you think he would really be in such a heavily trafficked place, though?
How about it, Yuito? It's your family's tomb.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I've never even been inside the building before. The head of the family is responsible for watching over Sumeragi Tomb. I might be able to find something out if I talk to my brother.
The chief. Do you think he'll listen to us?
Actually, I've been trying to reach my brother's terminal, but I'm not getting through. There's a chance he might have blocked me. Wataru, can you ask Major General Fubuki to talk to my brother? I doubt he'd refuse a call from a Major General.
Okay, leave it to me. I just don't know how soon I'll get a response.
Wanna stop by our hideout then? I'm sure Yuito and Kasane could use the rest.
Good idea. It would be smart to rest while we can.
Thanks, Gemma. All right, let's head back.
Welcome back. I messaged Major General Fubuki. He said it might take some time to get in touch with the chief.
Thanks, Wataru.
I also asked about Major General Karin, but apparently Major General Fubuki doesn't know anything either.
I see. Then I guess he really is in the past.
We don't have any other leads at the moment, so let's hope he's in Sumeragi Tomb.
I should talk to Luca.
Kasane, I want to discuss the matter I mentioned before. Are you free right now?
Yes, I'm free. Why don't we go to a cafe in Suo?
A cafe? Okay.
So, what did you want to talk about?
It's hard for me to bring up. I have an extremely embarrassing favor to ask.
Okay, I understand this is uncomfortable for you. We can talk about it some other time if you'd like.
No. I'll find the courage. I want to change. I've thought for a while how I want to be friends with everyone, so I need to get better at talking. I was hoping you would let me practice my conversation skills with you.
Practice conversation? I can't imagine I'd be the best person for that.
I want it to be you. You're easy to talk to.
Well, if I'm the one you want, then I've got no problem with that.
Oh, good.
What do you want to talk about, though? Anything specific?
What? I'll pick a topic. So, how have you been lately?
Lately? I haven't really had any issues.
I see. It's good, not having any issues.
Yes.
Well, do you have a favorite food? Or maybe food you hate?
Not really.
I see. You're not picky. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Then... Oh, what do you think about the latest trends in fashion?
Not sure. Fashion's never been my thing.
I see. Mine either. What else? What can we talk about? I have to keep the conversation going.
Tsugumi, calm down and take a deep breath.
I'm sorry. I'm no good at this.
It's just a thought, but it might be better to talk like you normally do.
What? But...
There's no need to force a topic, and you'll have an easier time talking about your own interests, like plants.
Yes, but that won't be much practice. I need to be able to talk about more things, or else nobody will have fun talking with me. I have to talk about things everyone else will enjoy if I want to be friendly.
Does that everyone include me?
What? Why?
Because I've enjoyed all our conversations.
Really?
Really. I don't know about everyone else, but I want to hear more about what you have to say.
But I always thought you were just politely humoring me when I talked. I feel bad because I'm such a slow talker, and I'm always being such a bother.
I'm not an especially patient person. If I thought you were a bother, I'd just pick up and leave. You know a lot of things that I and many people don't. And you're always so considerate to those around you, putting them before yourself. Your kindness, in some way, reminds me of Naomi. Whether you believe it or not, I like the time we spent together.
Kasane.
Tsugumi? Are you okay? Your face is flushed.
I'm fine. It's just that I never thought you'd say something like that about me. I thought I had to change. That I needed to be different because I'm no good like this. But if there are people like you who think I'm fun the way I am, I might not be as bad as I thought.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. Kagero, Yuito, and everyone else at the hideout probably feel the same way. We like you the way you are.
You think so? I certainly hope that's the case. Well, I'll go on ahead.
I'll see you back at the hideout.
I'm really glad I met you. So, would you mind if I asked you one more favor?
That depends on what it is. Go ahead.
Could I be your friend? If you're not opposed to the idea.
That's fine. I'm not opposed at all. But what does being a friend mean? What do I need to do?
What? I'm not really sure now that you've asked. Like, talk together, have tea together, talk about our troubles.
Haven't we been doing all of that already?
Right.
Doesn't that mean we've been friends for a while now?
Yes, I guess it does. So I suppose we continue doing what we've been doing?
Okay. Call me anytime.
Oh, Kasane, I'm sorry for being startled again.
It's fine. What are you doing?
The flowers bloomed, and I was looking at them. Oh, do you want to see too? You can see my flowers anytime. They like when people look at them, and so do I. I think I might want to talk with you some more. I don't know if it'll work out, though.
I have fun talking to you, too. I don't think you need to worry about it going well.
Kasane, there's a workout I want to try. Would you mind helping me?
Sure. What do I need to do?
I'm going to do some bench presses, and I need more than the equipment weights. So I want you to use your psychokinesis to push the barbell down.
Isn't that dangerous? It seems to me that the weights you have now are enough of a workout.
No, I want a bigger challenge. Please.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. You're not lifting the barbell up at all. Do you want me to stop using my psychokinesis?
No, just a little more. I feel like I can do it with just a little more.
He's either really persistent or really stubborn.
I failed to lift it a single millimeter. Forgive me for wasting your time.
Learning that workouts like this are unrealistic makes it not a waste.
That's harsh. It's going to be harder to reach my goal than I thought.
Why are you in such a rush? You should have recognized that this was going to be impossible.
I want to surpass my limits. You made me realize that the last time we talked. I was too caught up with having or not having my abilities. The important thing is what you do, not the method in which you do it.
I guess I did say something like that.
When I sat down and thought about what I wanted to do, a goal came to mind. However, the goal proved to be too big. Something I couldn't achieve without changing.
What is it?
To build a society in which duds are treated equally to others. Right now in New Himuka, people without abilities are treated like they don't even exist.
That's true. I didn't even learn the term bell pepper until the other day.
The reason I'm so scared of losing my abilities is because I'm well aware of the state of our society. If that doesn't change, then duds like me will never be rid of that underlying anxiety.
You're right, that is a big goal. But I don't know how it relates to that reckless training we just did.
I thought I could break through my psychological shell and grow as a person, by surpassing the limits of my physical body. If I'm going to change the entire country by myself, then I can't stay the way I am. I need to work even harder. If I don't, I'll never be able to accomplish it. I mean, it may be too large of a goal for me to ever accomplish on my own either way.
Yes, this might be a bigger problem than what you can fix on your own. But that doesn't mean it can't be accomplished.
Kasane?
Look.
What are you doing? If you carry it with your psychokinesis, it eliminates the whole purpose of the workout.
In that case, I think the workout is unreasonable to begin with.
You certainly are right about that.
What I'm trying to say is that this barbell is the same as the problem with society. You don't need to try and take everything on by yourself. There's something each of us can do. Nobody can change a country by themselves. So why don't we just work together as a group?
I see your point, but I don't know if I'm capable of inspiring people to act like my brother.
You remember what I said, but not what you've said yourself.
What?
Those with strong wills naturally draw people to them. You said that. Right now, you have a clear goal and will. I'm sure there will be people who will help you if you asked.
I see. I suppose I can't argue against myself. It seems like I misunderstood what I need to do. I thought I needed to become stronger without anyone's help. But really, I was just making excuses because I was afraid to try.
Once you take the first step, I doubt you'll find it that hard.
Easier said than done. But you're correct. I can't just stand here forever. Once the fighting ends, I'll do what I can. I'll raise support as I face this nation's issues. Even if things don't change right away. One day duds like me will be able to live their lives in the open, unashamed of who they are.
I'll help you however I can too.
Thank you very much. Then could you start by returning the barbell? I'd like to resume my workout.
Okay, but you're not going to do anything reckless again, right?
Of course not. I'll be doing my normal workout. The best way to exercise is to go at your own pace.
You still put on all the weights, though.
I said that I would not be reckless, not that I would go easy. Here we go.
You really are stubborn, but maybe that's what makes you who you are.
15, 16, 17.
It doesn't seem like he's listening. He's having too much fun. I'll leave him alone.
Because of the way I look, people sometimes mistake me for a child. You've always treated me as an equal, though.
I don't care how people look.
It's good to not have prejudices. I'm grateful.
This might sound a little childish, but do you think we could become closer?
That's not childish. I think we could both understand each other even more.
You're lazy as always. You never...
Thank you for the compliment. And you're as stuffy and by the book as ever.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you very much. So how have things been with Major General Fubuki lately? Good?
Why are you bringing him up?
You rescued him when he was missing. You used your power at full speed to go look for him, remember?
Oh, right. A lot's happened since then, and I can't be bothered remembering such trivial matters. If you must know, I think he's still alive.
That's good. Just like always. She'll never change, will she?
How's Arashi doing, Kasane? Does she seem strange to you?
No. Did something happen?
I suddenly got a message from her saying, "Good morning." This has never happened before. I thought it could be code for something, so I wondered if there was a problem.
No, there haven't been any problems. She's just lazing around on the sofa like her usual self.
Skipping out on work again. Okay, that's a relief. Sorry, just let me know if anything happens.
He's such a worrywart, but I guess I can check for him. Arashi, you got a second? I was thinking about grabbing something to eat in town.
In town? Ugh. I guess it's not so bad going outside once in a while. So, where are we going?
You are acting strange.
Fubuki said what? How rude. You should be mad at him for making you spy on me.
That's a little much. If you have a problem with him, you should message him again. What changed? I mean, you messaged your brother and even accepted an invitation to eat out.
I told you that I hate waste, but it's not necessarily bad. I thought I could fine-tune my lifestyle a little. Consider it a personal upgrade. Your hair clip, Naomi's cooking, and his letters. I used to just write them off as a waste, but I started thinking that there could be some things that weren't so bad. Arashi 1.0 had a lot of flaws. Arashi 2.0 has been operating for a long time, but I see some areas that can be improved. In other words, Arashi 2.1 is currently in open beta.
That's a weird analogy. Well, Arashi 2.1 doesn't seem so bad. I'd give it a playtest.
Thank you for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Well, we finished eating, and I'm feeling plenty energetic. I'm off to sleep then.
The fact that you didn't say you were going to work means that the update is pretty minor.
If you change too much, you're bound to create errors. You have to stick to small changes.
Is that letter... I knew it. I thought she threw it out. It's her first sentimental item. Arashi 2.1 is proving to be quite the major upgrade.
Kasane, the Togetsu agents contacted me. I was instructed to go to these coordinates located on Hieno Mountain. I plan to lure them out and gather intel. Will you come with me?
Yes, of course. But there will be 2 of us, so wouldn't it be easier to just round them up and capture them?
It depends on what they do. First, let's go where they asked me to and wait for them to show themselves.
Okay, let's head to Hieno Mountain.
The coordinates are just up ahead. Let's keep going. Do you still have doubts about your existence? Not as much thanks to you. However, we should focus on the task at hand.
Let's do this!
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
There's nowhere to run.
Good.
I'll support you.
Run, youngster!
We did it.
I feel reborn.
Yes, it will.
It'll work.
Let's keep going.
Wow, so this is our power when we work together. I don't think I can lose when I'm with you.
I'm borrowing this. Support me.
The power is yours!
Kiss my eyes.
There's nowhere to run.
That other attacked with explosions. It's dangerous to get close. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful. Thank you. I'm better now.
You got this!
Thanks, Yumi. There's nowhere to run.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Leave it to me.
It's not over.
I'm not done yet.
You can do it.
I'm numb, and I can't move.
That was close. I'm taking this. Using this sheet end.
We did it! It lost us. Kyoka's duplication should be useful.
It's up to you.
I'll support you.
Run, youngster!
Let's keep going.
That seems to be the spot.
I'll follow up.
Come on!
Not yet.
Sis? Be on guard.
Goodbye, now!
We did it, Kasane! I don't think I can lose when I'm with you. It's around here. You should hide until they show themselves. Alright. Wait. Something's coming this way. If we use duplication correctly... Kasane! SAS!
For you, Kasane.
I'm rooting for you. Show me what you got.
No power. Welcome me back in the first place. What they need are my memories. Their plan was to kill me and take my brain.
I can use this if I break it.
Well, I'm not going to let that happen. You'll need to break its outer shell. Kasane, use your psychokinesis and hit it with something heavy. It's down. Let's finish it. With that oil,
Useless.
it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
Use it well.
It'll work. Go, Kasane.
Got it. It's over.
Give it to me, Arashi.
We did it.
This is pretty good.
Come on.
Go, Kasane.
Check.
Lend me your power.
The enemy shell is broken. Kasane, now's the time to attack.
I'll support you.
I'll do it.
That was a great attack.
I have no other choice. I can do this.
The trash needs to be taken out. They'll track you down and kill you.
Go!
The trash needs to be taken out.
Now! Got you! We did it. That seems to be the last of them.
No, not yet. I know you're there. Come out. I wouldn't have called out if we weren't ready for you. Now, it's time to talk. It looks like you're the only one here.
Her face is identical to yours.
I suspected it. You're also one of the design children. Just so you know, restoring Babe's data is impossible, even with Dr. Pope's knowledge of neuroscience. I'm sorry you wasted your time. Impudent fool.
What do you mean? Vain confidence is not advised in this situation.
We do not need the knowledge or the technology. We need your brain. The only brain that holds Dr. Pope's memories. You were going to use my brain to build a new Babe.
Huh?
Babe prepared contingency plans for all scenarios. The current situation is just one of those. If the mainframe goes down, we use a spare. Togetsu merely needs to carry out the plan faithfully. I feel sorry for you. There isn't anyone to give you orders anymore. Yet you still obey. You have nowhere else to go. You don't know any other way to live. You can only carry out your orders. You should be feeling sorry for yourself. What did you say? As long as I am serving a higher purpose, I can live happily, without worry or hesitation. What about you? You lost your purpose and your value, doomed to live a scared and anxious life. You were listening in on us? I do not have to. I know how you feel. You are the same as I am, a worthless being. Only Togetsu can give us value. No, Watch out! What?
Don't compare yourself to Kyoka. You're nothing more than a mere puppet. And yes, I do my fair share of worrying, but that's a far better way to live. It's better than being used on my life like you. Life is worth more when you make your own decisions.
Kasane. It does not matter what you say. Your true nature does not change. You should be well aware of this. Yes, I know. I'm sure I'll be living scared the rest of my life. But that's fine. Kasane helped me realize that this fear is proof that I freed myself from my puppet strings. I control myself now. Whether I have Dr. Pope's memories or not, I'm still me. The moment I freely chose my own future, I became the individual Kyoka. I handed her over to the proper authorities in Suo. We should let the government take care of the Togetsu remnants. Now, that's that.
How are you feeling?
I'm still uneasy. But it's not bad now that I know it's a part of me. Do you remember that fortune teller?
I remember waiting in the long line.
I think the reason why fortune reading is so popular is because everyone is afraid of the future.
You think so?
Yes. Everyone takes each step forward carrying that worry with them. I'd love to have my future read. Let's make sure we actually go next time.
In other words, we have to wait in that long line again. I'm glad she feels better.
Until now, I was your instructor and your commander. But now you're the one leading me. It makes me emotional. I wonder if I'll have to watch you leave the nest someday.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. I still count on you.
I don't want you to get the wrong idea from this, but the more I learn about you, the more I like you. I like you too. There's nothing to misunderstand about it.
So think about the amount of water you would need for your flowers, and make sure you... Are you listening to me, Kagura?
Yep. You know very well that I'd never miss a word my beloved Tsugumi says.
Okay, but I'm going to be mad if you don't put this all to use.
I know. Leave it to your guy, Kagura.
You talk a lot with Tsugumi. You aren't going to ask her out on a date.
Oh, are you jealous? It seems like I'm back in the game after 2,000 years.
I'm starting to understand. Do you see Tsugumi and me as replacements for your daughter?
Oh, I know. Want to help me with an errand?
Don't change the subject.
A good woman doesn't point that out. I want to go clean up an old hideout I used to use.
An old hideout?
Yeah, it's a place I used to lay low back when I was doing my spy work. There should still be a lot of inside information and classified data on Togetsu, so I thought I might as well grab it all.
That might actually be of use to the government when handling them in the future.
It's not for the government. I just wanted to do my part when it comes to them.
Okay, I'll help. Where is it?
Kikuchiba. Let's get going.
I'll send you the coordinates to the hideout. We'll head there. I just know there's going to be others.
The last time we came here, you said the city was haunted.
Oh yeah. It just reminded me of myself a little. The sadness of being left behind. I was just being a little sentimental. Come on, let's go.
I'm off. Leave it to me.
Do this!
It's over.
Help me, Kagura. I'll follow up.
Let's keep going.
It dropped something rare.
Be on guard.
It's down. Let's finish it.
We did it. Good.
My turn.
Not yet.
Got it. Check.
We'll corner it.
With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
Let's keep going.
I've got a nearby resource reading.
We did it.
Let's do this.
It's up to you.
Show me what you got.
Let's keep going. Good.
I'll support you.
Give it to me, Arashi.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
Useless. It's over.
Nice job!
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Time for stealth.
I need your help. I'm borrowing this.
I'll do it! It's over!
Go, Kasane!
There's something over there.
Hey, about our last conversation.
What?
We were in Mizuagawa. You were telling me to do something meaningful? Well, I've been thinking about it ever since then, but nothing really comes to mind. Once we stopped Togetsu's plan, I felt like I fulfilled my role. I was thinking, it might be time for a ghost from the past like me to move on.
Listen, that was the old you who fulfilled his role. We still need Kagero in the here and now.
I don't know if you've realized, but Kagero doesn't even exist.
What do you mean?
On the moon and in Togetsu, I was called Shin Daniel. Kagero Dawn is just a pseudonym. That name is a shimmer that doesn't exist.
Maybe that's true for you, but for us, it's different. Whatever your real name might be, the Kagero Dawn we've known in the OSF isn't a ghost. And when you were talking fondly with Tsugumi, you didn't look like a ghost then. What Tsugumi and the rest of us need is you. We don't need some stranger from the past.
How is it that you've become this wise at your young age? I'm seriously impressed with you. Yeah, if people need Kagero Dawn, then maybe I don't have to feel so empty after all. Perhaps it's time I put my past self to rest and started focusing on the present. I guess I'll need to clean up my old haunts first. We're almost to the hideout. Let's go.
We'll do this.
There's nowhere to run. We did it.
Kiss my eyes.
Let's keep going.
Nice job, Kasane.
Let's do this!
The hideout should be around here. Why did you make one in such a dangerous place?
Because the more dangerous a place is, the easier it is to hide. Besides, I can avoid most danger by going invisible.
Then you could have just come here by yourself today.
I've been alone for 2,000 years. I get lonely when I'm just by myself.
Show me what you got.
Hey, wait! I was joking! Don't leave me!
We did it.
We finally made it. I know it's shabby, but make yourself comfortable. Actually, something seems off.
It's pretty messy. Do you think someone broke in?
Seems like it. Wait here. Let me take a look around. Dang. Either been taken or destroyed. Most likely Togetsu. They probably felt the need to clean things up when they realized I turned on them. I figured they would.
Why come all the way out here if you predicted this would happen?
Well, I wanted to confirm my suspicions and also grab some of my personal belongings. Tsugumi.
Did you find something? Is that a picture? It looks ripped.
Oh, yeah, it's an old photo.
Is it of your family? If we find the other pieces, we might be able to restore it.
No, it's okay. It's not like this is the only photo I have.
But it's important to you.
What's important are the memories. Don't you remember what you said to me? It's because of the important things we've lost that we have to live on. And I think now is the time I need to get my act together and keep moving forward. If I keep dragging this on the way I've been doing until now, then I'm sure I'll start upsetting everyone.
Okay, if you're fine with that.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Talking with you helped me realize a lot of things.
You said you were going to move forward. What are you planning on doing?
First, I'll settle things with my past. As someone who's worked with Togetsu, I have a responsibility to deal with Babe and Karin. I have to see the things we started to the very end. Then I'll finally be able to put my past to bed.
And when that's done?
After that, well, I'll think about a new life. How I'll live, what I can do.
I think that sounds good. At least you don't sound as lame as you did before.
Well, well. It seems like you've come to appreciate my newfound sense of maturity. If you'd like to go out on a date...
It might be a while before you find this new life of yours.
What is that supposed to mean?
These dates are your way of connecting with your daughter. To be the father you never could be.
Well, gosh, I keep telling you that you shouldn't be saying these things out loud. I guess I preferred it more when I was just the creepy old guy asking a young girl out on a date. That work?
Okay, so... Daddy Kagero?
Let's drop the daddy bit. I don't think my fragile heart can take it.
Looks like he's back to being his old self. That might be for the best.
You really have grown, and I don't mean your height.
You mean as a person?
Yeah. I've known a lot of people, and there aren't many that I really trust. I guess I can't talk much about being trustworthy, but you're really turning into a good person.
You have a pretty good understanding of who I am. I can just tell without you saying it.
You talk too much. However, I'm glad we both understand each other.
Kasane, perfect. Do you want to come to Kikuchiba with me?
Kikuchiba? What for?
There's something I want to talk to you about. I thought we could change locations, like we did when we went to Mizuhagawa.
That's fine. But don't worry about packing a lunch for us this time. I think it'll take too long. Let's just get going.
Oh, okay then. Let's head over to Kikuchiba.
He looks like he wanted to make lunch for us.
let's go to the roof of that building. If we're going to talk, I want to do it with a good view.
Alright. As usual, this place is full of others.
It'll be easy if we fight together. Let's go.
I found something.
Hey, do you remember when we came here together before? A lot has happened since then.
Before? When was that?
You know, when we went looking for Captain Seto's fountain pen. You said you were doing a background check.
Oh, that. I met him for Naomi's sake, and got the fountain pen for Captain Seto. Now neither of them are with us anymore.
Back then, I had no idea that we'd get caught up in something that involved the whole world.
Not just us, but everyone around us too. It's nothing we could have expected.
You're right.
Hello, sorry to interrupt. 2 large groups of others were confirmed near you. There are a lot of them, more than you usually see around there. It shouldn't be a problem for you guys, but be careful just in case.
Affirmative. What do you want to do?
Let's split up. That'll be quicker.
Okay, then I'll take this side. I'll contact you again once I take down a few.
All right, let's both be careful.
There's more of them than I thought. How are things with you, Yuito?
Kasane? What's going on?
Yuito? I can't hear you, Yuito. Haruka, do you know what's going on? Neither of them are responding. Our signal is being jammed. SAS is down too. I need to get through this somehow. Looks like I'm surrounded. I'll take care of them.
I can't believe communications went down so suddenly. Maybe it was careless to split up. If this keeps up, it won't be a problem for me. But I wonder if Yuito's alright. No, worrying won't help. He'll be fine. I can trust that now. It feels strange believing in someone. Naomi was the only person I trusted like that before. I can feel it even if he's far away. Yuito is fighting center, and he believes in me. So it's alright. I won't look back. I will fight my own fight.
Yumito! SAS still seems to be down. That still didn't do it? I need to watch him closely to sync up with him when the time is right.
Oh, that was a close one.
It was? I wasn't really all that worried. I assumed you would act when you did.
I was nervous. I guess we can work together even without SAS.
I don't think I could have pulled it off with someone else. Thank you for getting the timing right.
It's nice to hear a compliment from you. You're always so harsh.
Am I? Well, whatever. Let's make our way to the top.
You get a good view of New Himuka from up here.
So what did you want to talk to me about?
I wanted to ask you about your plans after all the fighting is over.
That's a difficult question. How about you? What are you thinking?
I have a vague idea. It might be too grand, so you'll probably laugh.
I won't laugh, no matter what it is.
Thanks. I want to change the world.
Change the world?
Yeah. We've both seen a lot of bad things in this country. The world that we live in now is built on so much sadness and sacrifice.
That's true. Suo, Seiran, and Togetsu. There were people suffering everywhere.
So many people's lives were turned upside down because of the desire for the strongest power, or using powers to alter time. It's got to end. This world can't exist just for powers. That's why I want to change the world. To make it a place where people don't have to rely on powers for everything. I know it will take a long time, but I feel like as a dud, I'm the perfect person for it.
A dud, that's right. How's your head? They were saying you might lose your power.
No big change at the moment, but if it really comes down to it, I'm prepared to become one again.
You're pretty calm about it. The way you were talking, I thought you would be a little depressed.
I mean, it will be inconvenient, but you know what? I'm not the least bit afraid. I thought the same thing when the network went down. Like I was fighting back-to-back with you, even without SAS.
You thought the same thing?
I wonder if that's what it feels like to lose your power. We're not just connected by SAS. Even if we can't see each other's faces or hear each other's voices, the most important thing, our connection, doesn't go away. So I'll be all right.
That's good. When we first met, I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to count on you in a fight.
I kind of had a feeling you thought that.
But you're different now. I think you really can change the world.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm relieved as well. I feel like I can leave this world to you.
Leave? What are you planning to do?
Well, I haven't decided on a clear goal yet, but I've sort of been thinking of something outside this world.
Like, outside of New Himuka? You mean the moon?
I've been thinking about it ever since I heard humanity came here from the moon. Outside this world is another world that I know nothing about, filled with people who are a mystery to me. They're suffering, just like the people here. They are attacked by others, and turning into them. Once I realized that, I couldn't ignore it. I thought maybe I could help somehow.
The moon? I thought I understood the first time I heard about it, but the scale is just too big. It doesn't seem real at all. I certainly never thought about saving the people that live there. You really are amazing.
I'm not amazing at all. I just don't want to regret neglecting the people I could have protected. My sister always watched over me. She protected me all my life. Now it's my turn to watch over someone else.
I always felt that you were the kind of person that would step up to protect people, even if you're alone. It's almost as if you're not afraid of anything. I looked up to you when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like you.
I think you're plenty like me, and you're giving me too much credit thinking I'm never afraid. As you said before, the most important connections never go away.
You mean Naomi?
Not just her. The memories of my mother, and the time I spent with all of you. The only reason I'm not as afraid as I should be is because I know they'll always be with me. I know that they'll always be here, inside my heart.
So, even if you're alone, you're never really alone? I kinda like that.
That's why I feel like I can go anywhere, even going beyond the sky. I know that sounds like a dream.
I think you can do it. No. I know you can.
Thank you.
So, it looks like you and I will be going our separate ways.
It won't just be us. I think everyone will find their own path, and slowly drift farther apart.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me sad.
But even apart, we're still friends.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably get back to the hideout.
There's so much to do before and after a fight. We just have to take care of what's in front of us.
Though, listening to you made me excited for the future.
It won't be easy for either of us, so let's do our best. Both in our own places.
Absolutely. I promise I'll make a better future, no matter how long it takes.
You can take your time, but if you take too long, I'll bring peace to the moon and come back before you're done.
Oh, so it's a competition now. I know you hate to lose. Hey, Kasane. Remember how I called you a lone wolf before? Now that I think about it, I was wrong. You're no lone wolf. You're the one carrying everyone.
I feel like that's more your specialty.
Really? I think you're pretty good at it yourself. All of us count on you, including me.
You're pretty kind sometimes. Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
It's fine. If that's the case, maybe some of your sincerity has rubbed off on me.